Hey guys, Brad here. Today we're going to take a look at a laser that is got so many different functions on it. It's a really cool system. Now this is by Meazor. They sent us this kit. This is the master kit, which comes with a tripod. You've got the mount, you've got the laser, you've got all kinds of stuff here. So we're gonna do a first look at this kit. I've been playing with it a little bit, and there's a lot of apps that do support this, both third party and their own app. There's a lot of different ways to use this and how to implement it if you're into building like myself, if you're an architect, or if you're just wanting to do some 3D rendering and have the ability to see what your space looks like in 3D, this is the laser for you. For starters, we've got a carrying case for the tripod. It's a really nice case. The build of everything here is really nice. This is a great fabric. It feels really cool, and you can fit more than just the tripod in here. You've got a whole other side where you can pack a bunch of other stuff. So that's a cool little case. Next off, we have this little case here for the actual laser and the mount. Really well designed, feels nice to the touch. It's got a good little zipper on it. Pretty impressive little case. We've got some straps for the actual tripod case as well, so that can clip on if you want to use that. Then we've got the tripod. I've noticed a lot of companies are going with this sort of design where they fold up really small. You pull these buttons down and it flips right over, so you can get this fitting even smaller. So you just fold up these legs and you can get this really nice and tight, really compact. To open it up, it's got a couple clicks. And there you go. It's a small tripod. You can extend the legs, so just give it a twist and pull it all the way out. And you can see that's the height. So it's about up to my waist, so not super high, about 3-4 feet high, but that's all you need with this laser. So when you're using this, that's all you really need. Now they give you a USB to USB-C charging cable, a smaller tripod, a couple Allen keys, and some targets as well. Now these targets, I gotta talk about these for a quick second. These are pretty cool. They don't just sort of lean up against something. They're actually a sticker. And this is a special kind of sticker where you get multiple uses out of it. So what you do is you peel this off, and you can stick it to anything. So for instance, we could stick it to that box. And if you get dirt on the sticker, they wash off. So you can wash these multiple times and the stick is still there. I would suggest maybe hanging on to this just to kind of not sticking to anything else while you're carrying it around. Other than that, I really like this design. I think it's great for lots of different things, even if you're using other lasers, like say a Bosch laser like I have. But you could stick it on to your walls when you're doing all your lasering. And they gave us 4 stickers right there, so you can put them wherever you need in a room and shoot your lasers. Now the laser itself has 6 functions. This is the laser, so it's really small. It has a level on it. It has the ability to measure radiuses. It has a protractor function. It has the 3D function. It also has a rolling ruler, which is different than the actual curve function. And it has the plan function. So you can take this to a set scale of plans and you could mark this out off of those plans and transfer them to your app. So it's really cool. You just hold it up like this and run it along on a wall, okay, and that transfers to your app. I'm not going to talk about the apps too much because they're very, very involved. And there's a lot to learn when you get this laser. Guys, if you're liking the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Leave some comments down below if you want. I'd love to hear from you, especially if you've used this. I'd love to hear your opinions and what apps you like. Ultimately, you just hold this button down on the front. That's how it turns on. Gives a little vibration, and then you've got the different menu items here you can scroll through. So you just take this little dial down here and you can just scroll through all the different options. So you can see that's the level, that's the curve measure option. So for example, if I did the curve measure option, then I'd click it. This needs to be calibrated. I'm not going to calibrate it right now, but if you were doing some clothing, let's say you're a seamstress or something, and you wanted to measure sort of the curves within that dress that you're cutting out, that would measure it perfectly. Or if maybe you're measuring something for a deck and you need a curve, you could measure that curve. So it's really cool. The other option, which is the 3-dimensional scanner on here, which is the big one, that's the point scanner. So you click that. You got to calibrate it, so they want you to hold it on a horizontal surface like this, and then You place it on the 3D adapter like that. Now there's a laser coming out of here. You can see it on my hand. So you'd set this up on your tripod. The unit here itself has some little tiny levels on it. So there's 2 of them on here. And you want to make sure that you're fairly level, and the screen is touchable as well. So, you know, you press your first button and then I can rotate, and then it wants me to press it again. This is part of the calibration. Essentially, once you're calibrated, you shoot the different points in a room, like the corners, and that will just draw out the actual floor plan on this unit. It's pretty cool. I've done it already. It draws the floor right out here on the screen. Then you can export that to an app, and that's where you can start doing some more things like adding furniture or changing walls, adding doors, adding windows, all those types of things. So I just want to point that I use the Bosch laser a lot, and I use the Blaze, which is the new professional laser. This one's really great, and they have an app that's similar to this, where you can draw the walls out on an app and then go through and shoot this out, and it's really accurate. This is the same thing, but a lot more, okay? This here, you're getting a full 3-dimensional design, which is great for clients if you want to be able to, you know, show them their space a little bit better. Maybe you want to implement some furniture. There's apps that do that for you with this. It's really, really cool. It's accurate, plus or minus a 1/16 of an inch, so it's deadly accurate. I've tested it with the Bosch going head to head. It works great. They're very accurate. This also, I should say, has a laser measure on it. So the laser measure is an option right here. So we want this, and you can do it in metric or imperial as well. Once you're ready to go, you just use this button on the front. That's the button you use when you're ready to take a measurement. So from me to the table, I just press it, and that is 22 inches roughly. You can go around and shoot all these measurements as well, and you can put those in the app. Another great feature with this, with the app, is that you can take a picture of something like a bookcase, for example, and then you can put that into the app. Then you can apply the measurements from here onto the app. So that's a similar feature that the Bosch has, but this just has so many more features with it that, you know, if you have a curved desk or something, you can actually record all that with this curvature dial on the bottom. Mount here itself comes apart, so this little tiny handle unscrews, and then you can fit it all in the carrying case. So it's nice and light and compact. Another option, you screw it right here onto this little tripod, just like that. So now you can kind of level it up if you have a sort of a rough surface or something. So it works with this tripod. Any 1/4 inch tripod works great. But we've also got the Meazor tripod itself, so that's perfect. So I would say that this tool here is perfect for the architect, for someone who wants to show their clients maybe the space and they want to show how furniture would work within that space. I think this is a really great tool for that. If you are someone who's doing takeoffs all the time, just using the laser measure is perfect. If you want to use the rolling device on it, you can use that as well. If you're into landscaping and you're building pools or radiuses with your deck or anything like that, a tool like this could be really handy for you. So overall, I am impressed with this tool so far. It seems to be very accurate, and it seems to have so many different options that I really just haven't had enough time to really dive into it. But so far, working with the app and working with this tool, it's pretty impressive. Now, if you're wanting to do fine adjustments on here, you've got the little dial, so you can just rotate this around and really get that laser in on a corner. So this is when you're doing the 3D measuring. You set the tripod up in the middle of the room, and you can just dial this into your targets where you need to be shooting, or straight onto the wall. You don't have to use the targets. So that's the great thing about this. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, hit that notify bell, and give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep on crushing it, and we'll catch you later.